Since the start of the premium trading signals group, we have had over 11 winning trades and over a 70% win rate. So if you want to join this group and learn more about trading crypto, make sure to check out the links down in the pinned comment for both the Telegram and the Discord group, where you can find more information on how to join the signals group. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto and welcome to this full update on Bitcoin, your daily update. Wanted to talk about it, wanted to just do a full technical analysis, but also just a full analysis. So also taking a look at the fundamentals and practically, as I always say, tell you everything you need to know. So let's get right into it. It'll be for today, obviously, but also a little bit looking into the weekends already. The weekends have been since 2023, they have been pretty volatile, which is pretty weird because in 2022, usually the weekends, or at least in the last half of 2022, usually they were very quiet. You know, volume dropped down and the market was just flat, and that's still somewhat the case. But if you take a look at the weekend right now, you can also see that, for example, right here was a weekend. Friday was very bullish. This was last weekend actually, so that's great to see. But here as well, quite a lot of momentum, quite a lot of movement in the weekend, even though here it was relatively flat, of course. But then right here, there was also movement, a little bit of bearish momentum, and then here it was bullish again. So, you know, we can actually expect some movement at the very least, and I wanted to talk about that. Right now, if you purely take a look at the technicals for Bitcoin, what you can see is that we have started some bearish momentum since the 21st. I wouldn't say it's that strong. I wouldn't say that it's a lot of bearish momentum, but you can clearly see that if you, for example, zoom into the 1 hour time frame, you can clearly see that there's been this support, as you can see, and that we're kind of in a formation like this, kind of like this. It's not drawn very nicely, but it doesn't really matter a lot. But we're in this situation, and to be honest, I think we could very well. I think we could very well be able to break out of that right now. So just break above. The only thing we need to break above is like 24,100 again. If we can do that, we're out of this bearish momentum and we can actually get up to like 24,700 again. So there are actually a lot of bullish opportunities right now. Though, if we zoom out on the 4 hour time frame, I'd say it's a little bit more likely that here you can see a little bit more bearish momentum, a little bit more resistance. So what I'd say, and I think that aligns very, very well with other fundamentals, which we'll talk about, but what I'd say is that it's more likely that we'll drop down a little bit lower. But then, I mean, you have an enormous support level right here between, well, let's ultimately say 22,700 and 23,400. There's a lot of support in there. And strong support as well, especially around 23,000. There's a huge support there. You got the 618 fib, trend line, 200 EMA, psychological level. It's almost a no-brainer to buy that level. But all right, not financial advice, of course, and I don't know if I would. But this aligns very well as well with the dollar strength index. You can see dollar strength index has been relatively bullish. On the daily, though, you could still argue that it's just a bearish flag, and that we're nearing a major resistance level around $105 here. So I think, excuse me, I think the dollar strength index is about to fall a little bit more. We're about to find some more resistance. And then apart from that, if you take a look at the NASDAQ 100, so stocks, you can see that that's at a major support level right here. We've kind of been consolidating like this, and then consolidating, and perhaps been a little bit bullish as well. So we're nearing a major support level with that, around 12,000. So altogether, I think everything aligns very well with Bitcoin falling down a little bit, and then from there continuing the bullish momentum. So it's kind of a mix of very strong technical levels and fundamentals, which I think align very well, which leads me to believe that we can get back to that level between 24,700 and 25,200. And yeah, the NASDAQ is not at support, right? So it's going to fall a little bit more. So if you assume correlation between Bitcoin and the NASDAQ, which isn't always true, but sometimes it is, more often than not it is. If you assume that, then you also assume that we're going to drop down a little bit more with Bitcoin as well. So yeah, that's my full take on Bitcoin for today. If you do have any questions, let me know. But for now, take care and bye.